hottest handicappers in the land, in the nation. Privately, been doing handicap for 10 years at 72.5%. This is the Juicer's Corner.
I am the Juicer's Corner here. Week 4 in the NFL. We got some new graphics if you got to see that. I'm 25, 22, and 1 on the year. We're going to get up to that 72.5% for sure. All right, we're going to get right into Thursday's game. We got Miami at Cincinnati. Cincinnati -4. The over-under is 49. Miami should have lost this game. Buffalo Bills, the guy threw the ball 66 times. Allen, 66 times, 400 yards. They had everything go wrong. They lost 3 offensive linemen. Receivers were hurt. People were cramping because of the weather down there. And they still almost won again against Miami. Miami should have never won the game if you look at the stats. But what are you going to do? They won the game. The Buffalo Bills lost. There's not much you could do. But Tua got hurt. Just read the injury report. Looks like he's going to play. Waddle's going to play. He's got a little bit of an injury. But so I think they're due for a letdown. They're 3-0. They've squeaked out a couple of games. They're on the road now. Cincinnati's starting to play a little better. Should have played better at the beginning of the year, but they didn't. They're -4. We're going to take Cincinnati in a close game. -4, I'm not sure. But let's say they're going to cover. Let's say Cincinnati's going to cover the 4. But we're taking Cincinnati. All right, moving on. We got the Chicago Bears at the New York Football Giants. Bears, surprisingly, 2-1. Played pretty well. Not so great. Running the ball okay. Montgomery went out. I don't know his status, what's going on, if he's going to play or not. But we got the Hubert kid. He's doing pretty well. Giants -3. I told you the Giants were going to win last week, the Bears. But guess what? It's 39.5. I don't like the over in this game. Both teams really can't score much, the defenses. But I'll take the Bears in this game. Not because I'm a Bear fan. I'm wearing my Cutler jersey today, signed by him. But I just like the Bears. I think they're on a roll. The coach is doing okay. Some of the shit I don't agree with, but other than that, we're going to take the Bears in this game. The Giants ain't that great. Bears are getting +3. We'll take the Bears +3 in a field goal. Over and under 39.5, probably going under. All right, moving on. We got the Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. These two teams are hard to judge. I don't know what's going on. Bridgewater's hurt. Thomas is hurt, but they're going to play. Their backs and this and that. They got their ass whooped last week. They couldn't do shit. Minnesota, I don't know what's up with you. You're a Jekyll and Hyde team. You're losing your ass against Detroit. You come back, you win the game, which is nice, but my God, what is going on? I know Dalvin Cook's not going to play in this game. I know Jefferson's a little banged up, but he's going to play. Kirk Cousins, you should just throw the ball all over the place. But for some reason, when you're on the road, you get the bad Kirk Cousins. New Orleans hasn't played well in the last couple of weeks. I like Minnesota, but I'm taking New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans just because they're at home. Their defense is still good. I think they can cause some turnovers, and they'll probably win a squeaker against Minnesota. So we're going to take New Orleans at home +3. Over under 43. I don't think it's going over. We're probably going to go with the under. All right, moving on. We got the LA Chargers against Houston. What the fuck happened to you, Chargers? Everybody was on you last week. Juicer wasn't. Juicer's on Jacksonville. Just want to let you know that. The Chargers, I don't know what's going on. Herbert, I know you got the ribs. Williams has gotten an injury. It's tough to pick against you. You're on the road at Houston. You haven't looked good. You only put up 10 points last week, so I don't know what's going on with that. But we're going to take it. We're going to take the Chargers -5.5. I don't believe so. So we're going to take the Chargers to win the game, but Houston to cover the number. There you go. All right, moving on. We got Seattle and Detroit. Seattle, you're a complete mess. The only reason why you beat Denver is because they suck at the moment because they didn't play in the preseason. But I can't stand your lime green fucking uniforms. And you're just not doing anything. You got Detroit playing pretty well. -4.5. 48. I believe that under might come in because I don't think Seattle's going to score much. Defense of Detroit's been playing pretty well, so we don't mind that. But we're going to take Detroit minus 4.5. I'm going to be a little surprised out there. They're going to keep in pace with the Bears and the Packers. We're going to take Detroit. They're playing. Jared Goff's got this team playing well. We're going to take them. All right, moving on. We got Jacksonville at Philly. Philly's minus 6.5. 46 is the over-under. Philly has played great all season except game one. They gave up 35 points. They won the game 38-35 to Detroit. But the last two games, 7 and 8 points. The defense is coming on, especially against the Commanders last week. They did well, but, everybody knew that. Carson Wentz sucks. He sucks. I'm sorry. He came in the league, he went well, and he got hurt, and he sucked ever since. And the Commanders are seeing it now. Like, why did we pick this guy up? Just like, I'm sorry, I like Matt Ryan, but the Colts, what the fuck is going on? You still can't move the ball. So we're gonna move down, and we're gonna. I think Jacksonville's gonna cover this number. It's gonna be a close game, but we're gonna take Philly at home because they're at home. So Philly's gonna win the game, but Jacksonville probably covers the 6.5, or they could win by a touchdown. But we're going to take Philly. All right. Moving on, we got New York Football Giants, Jets, not the Giants, Jets, the Jets, at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh minus 3.5. Over-under is at 41.5. Well, Pittsburgh hasn't been scoring no more than 20 points a game, and the Jets are not doing so great, so we're going to take the under in that game. But this is it. Let me tell you something right now. Mitch Trubisky, if you don't play better, the kid from Pitt is waiting, and everybody's screaming for him. So pick it up, win the game, get it over with. We're taking Pittsburgh this week. I know they got some problems on defense. J.J. Watt, I don't know if he's playing or not. But, not J.J. Watt, but one of the Watt brothers. There's fucking 3 of them in the NFL, so what do we got going on here? We are going to take Pitt at home, covering the 3.5 against the Jets. I think that defense is going to hold it down. Jets don't play good on the road. They just don't. So we're going to take Pitt on the road or at home against New York Jets. Here we go. We got Cleveland minus 1.5 at Atlanta, 47.5. Cleveland's been surprised. I didn't know what they were going to do when they got rid of Baker Mayfield. I really didn't. I thought, what are you, an idiot? Because you knew the rapist, 26 accounts, you gave $109 million to, that got suspended for 11 games. Okay. Yeah, he's a stand-up citizen in Cleveland. Give me a break. All right. But your team is playing well. It's the running ball with Jacobs and Hunt. I mean, what are you going to do? But we're going to take Cleveland in this game. I kind of like Atlanta. They played well last week, but they can't hold the lead. And Mariota, you're just not doing it. I didn't think you're a good quarterback when you came in the league, but, came from Oregon. It was a good team, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to take Cleveland minus 1.5, over under 47.5. I don't believe that even though Myles Garrett's out and you got a couple people out on Cleveland, I think their defense is good enough with the running game to slow it down, less time on the clock. You're not going to get 50 points, so we're going to go with the under. All right. Moving on, we got Tennessee and Indy. Indy's minus 3.5. You got lucky last week. The Chiefs gave it to you. You guys go out and get a kicker. Didn't this guy kick for you in practice? How does he miss field goals and extra points? I just don't understand that. Where did you get him? Let's go. Pick somebody up that can kick the ball through the goal line. If not, the juice is coming there, and he'll take over for Patrick Mahomes and that goddamn team, and I'll kick a field goal for you, okay? But I don't want to hear any more about this bullshit. Let's go. Let's win the game. Let's happen. All right. So, Tennessee, Indy. Indy, you got lucky. Tennessee, you did okay. You won the game. It's 43 is the over-under. Indy ain't scoring points. Tennessee's not scoring points. I believe this game's probably going to sneak over by a little bit. Maybe 45 points, 48 points. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But we're going to take Tennessee because I can't trust Indy. I can't take Indy. I can't trust them. They should have lost the game last week. They'd be 0-4. And then I'd be taking you this week at home. Because any team that hasn't won yet is hungry. But I'm going to take Tennessee. I think they're going to get a big dose of Derrick Henry. And you're not going to be able to stop them. You got a couple linebackers hurt or whatever. So that's it. All right, we're moving on. We got Washington at Dallas. We don't have much to say about the Commanders. They suck. Dallas, with this kid, you're playing pretty good. It's the defense holding you in there. You're getting some points. You're not scoring a lot, but whatever. Dallas -3, we're going to take them. Dallas -3 could be the lock of the day. Right there, Dallas -3. Juicer's calling it. Lock of the day. Dallas -3. Washington 41. Let's take the under. They can't score any points. All right, moving on to one of the premier games of the day on Sunday. Bills -3 at Baltimore 51. Wow, what a game. The Bills. All right, so you lost 3 offensive linemen. Stephon Diggs was cramping. You had a bunch of other guys hurt. You still do have. I looked at the injury report. Not looking good. Not looking good for Buffalo. -3, put all that yards up, and I love you, Buffalo. I think you're good. I think I was hoping you're going to go 7, 8, 9, 10, and 0 like I thought. Baltimore's just, they put up the points. They're looking good. I think Baltimore wins at home. I don't want to bet against the Buffalo Bills because I really, really like the Buffalo Bills. But I think with these injuries, the offensive linemen, different things like that, the miscues you had last week at Miami, you're going to Baltimore. This team puts up points. You're going to have to throw the ball 66 times again with these guys. So I think Baltimore squeaks out a winner at the end. Baltimore squeaks out a winner at the end. Take the Bills. You can take them teaser or whatever. We'll see. Arizona at Carolina. Carolina -1.5. Arizona 43.5. I don't know what's going on with this Arizona team. Murray, I haven't watched much of you, but Carolina isn't much better. They got a win last week. Big deal. But we're taking Arizona. We're taking Arizona on the road. I think Murray finally gets together. They got to get some wins together. They're not that bad of a team, so we're going to take Arizona on the road. Over 43.5. That's going to be under because I don't think Carolina can score points. All right. Denver at Las Vegas. Raiders -2.5. They're 0-3, haven't won a game. They get the lead in these games, then they blow it. They can't do anything. Denver, you can't move the ball much. You got a couple of wins, but 45.5. We're taking the Vegas Raiders. This might be another team that could be a lock of the week. Vegas, they're 0-3. They're hungry for a win. They fired a bunch of people. We're going to take them winning by a field goal. Las Vegas winning at home with a field goal. All right, New England, Green Bay, -9.5. The kid on the New England is hurt. He's out for a while. I think Brian Hoyer might be their backup. The guy that used to be on the Bears, he sucks. He was on Houston. He went here, he went there. He's a backup. He's making more money than me, I'll tell you that. Green Bay's going to blow him out. It's 9.5. Don't win by 10. No problem. They should have been Brady and company last week by more points. They got down to the end zone. The guy fumbled the ball, blah, 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 blah. So it should have been bigger blowout. I know Brady didn't have his weapons. Most of his guys were hurt. He's probably giving a call to Gronk right now. I'm sure Gronk's going to come back soon. Don't worry. He'll call him because it's the only guy he can throw the fucking ball to. Tom, I think it might be time that you might hang it up. This could be the year. You should have done it last year. Should have went out. But that's okay. That's okay. You want to come back? That's fine. But we got Green Bay -9.5 against New England. The kid's hurt. They got some injuries. Belichick, don't know what's going on. The over-under is 40. I'd say Green Bay and the over is the way to go. All right. We got KC Sunday night. KC at Tampa, -1. It looks like they're still going to play the game in Tampa. The hurricane might be going through. Might be good for the people. I feel sorry for you. Throw some money to the Red Cross for these guys. Everybody down there, Juicer's already done it. So we feel for you. The prayers are going out to everybody in Florida. We really appreciate you guys getting through the storm. All right, moving on. We got football talk. We got KC -1 at Tampa, over under 45. We are taking the KC. They shouldn't have lost last week. Their kicker problem's what it was. That's not going to happen now. Put the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands. Like he says, go for it. Don't be jerking around with this kicker. Tom Brady he's going to get the wide receiver Beck Evans, but the other guys are hurt. Running game's okay, but I just think KC's going to pull it out. All right, moving on to Monday night. We got the LA Rams at Frisco. Frisco's -1.5, 43. I don't understand that line. They want everybody to take the Rams, which I am. I'm taking the LA Rams. I think their defense is better. Bosa's out. Sorry, I'm getting a little nosebleed here, but Bosa's out. And LA's playing pretty decent, starting to get Cooper Kupp going. They're not scoring a lot of points, but they're scoring enough with that defense that Frisco with Jimmy G, you're doing okay. But, now I see why they want to put Lance in, because Jimmy G makes mistakes, and he'll do that against that defense. So we're taking the Rams +1.5. That might be another lock on Monday night. There's the picks for the Juicer for week 4. I'm going to throw a teaser at you. Jacksonville, Buffalo Bills, 2-game teaser. Mark it down as a winner. And then as I usually throw at you some games for a parlay. You can use them however you want. I like KC, Green Bay, Arizona, Las Vegas, and Cleveland. You can put them all on a big parlay. Divide them up, round robin, whatever you want to do. But that's the way to go for the game. Week 4 picks for the Juicer. And good night. I am out.